Good morning, Scorpio. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those that are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Scorpio, this is going to be your weekly read from June 22nd until about the 28th or so. Remember, wherever you are in your timeline is where this fits for you, and that's fine and well. I run Monday through Friday as time markers. We'll see, again, put it where it fits. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and stellium placements for Scorpio. And what else? Live feed went out yesterday, so happy birthday if you are a Cancer sun. Happy birthday to you. Summer solstice was yesterday. Father's Day was yesterday if you're a father and you do all those fatherly things. Happy Father's Day to you. I hope you had a great day with your family and children. What else? A lot of things going on in the astrology. The live feed that I did yesterday details a lot of that, so you may want to go check that out if you haven't yet. It has been uploaded since it was completed. And with that being said, personals are open, channel memberships are open, Discord is open, t-shirts are on sale. We would love to hear from you, plain and simple. Scorpio, with that, let's get down to your read, because honestly, I've got some things that came up today and over the weekend that I wasn't anticipating, and so I'm going to have to forever be flexible with the universe and make changes to this day. So I'm going to get your weekly out and the all signs before I've got to go take care of stuff. So, all right, Scorps, this week, Fate, Wheel of Fortune, Destiny is playing out here in divine time, and I'm hearing divine role. Scorpio, expect some, it's almost like every encounter, thank you, Spirit, every encounter that you have this week is destined, is fated. The conversations, the people, the timing of things, it is all working out in a very peculiar way. And other people may feel like I'm hearing the word forceful, but not that you, how the hell do, geez, I'm having a hard time even getting this out of my mouth. Not that you are being forceful with them, or that they are forceful with you. It's a push and pull. Holy shit. Why is this so hard to get out of my mouth? Somebody's having a hard time saying what they need to say. But it's like this person or situation, Scorpio, or other people, excuse me, may feel like you are being forceful with them, but you're not hands-on forceful with them, okay? So this is kind of like maybe saying or doing something, and someone is like, Scorpio, like, what do you want me to do? And you're just like, well, don't you think that you should do X, Y, and Z? Like, you're not being mean, but you're definitely calling shots or giving orders in the sense of, like, I would say, let me put it to you this way, bear with me. With my daughter, right, she's 12. I've never been the parent to go do this, do that, so much as I've been that parent that has said, don't you think you ought to clean your room if you want to go do X, Y, and Z? Like, I don't force it down her throat either way, but it is that suggestive, thank you, Spirit, suggestive tone of, well, what do you think you ought to do? Or do you think that this is, you know, it's like you're not, the pressure that's coming to people around you, Scorpio, is pressure that they recognize that they should have done to begin with. Or you could also be feeling that yourself, going, I should have done X, Y, and Z 6 months ago. What the hell was I thinking? Right? So it's kind of like you're not giving orders per se. You're suggestive, and that suggestiveness might be coming from this Cancer season, you know, that subconscious, that inner knowing, that intuitive side of you. Or again, it could just be coming from a place of experience that says, yeah, if I was you, this is what I would do. You know, nobody's necessarily forcing anything. You're having the opportunity of free will decision making processes this week, you and whomever you may be dealing with, or one or the other. But everything that is happening is fated. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning Monday through Sunday this week. It's like, was that the wheel? Yeah, as I say, the Wheel of Fortune, the game show, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God, Nicole, get it together. Spin the wheel. How much is this spin on Monday going to be worth? How much is this spin on Tuesday going to be worth? How much are you learning? Who else is learning with you this week, Scorpio? This is an interesting week for you. It truly is. And Scorpio, you make profound, prolific awareness to people that you put the mirror up and you're like, hey, do you see what I see? Right? It's like Christmas. Christmas could be specific to something too, an awakening or communication about looking back over this, 6 months, because this is June, so Capricorn season, Sagittarius season could be specific. But looking back, Gemini, so be with Gemini full moon. Thank you, Spirit. Do you now see what I saw? Do you see what I see? Do you hear what I hear? Are you aware of what I'm aware of here too? So there's something about that, Scorpio. There is knowledge that's coming in, and I think these next 6 months, maybe even just these next 6 days, the number 6 could have great significance too, are going to be very imperative and eye-opening for people that you're like, you're not going out and going, I said so, I told you so. It's just like, there it is. There's the proof. And you could call it projecting, but to me it's not necessarily projection as much as it is allowing something to be seen for exactly what it is, despite other people who may not have chosen to see it. 7:07 on the clock. So squirrels are chasing each other. Oh my God. The animals that I have come across today in my very short journeys have been wild. Squirrels, rabbits, cats, like it's been a whole vibe this morning. So those 3 could really be on your list of interactions today. I feel like Snow White over here. All right, Scorps, let's get down to the days of the week, but that's an interesting. Things are fated. Let's get into these fated events. Ouroboros also too, right? The snake eating its tail. Take it out, Spirit said. There's a card in here. Let me find it. Is it this deck? It's gotta be this deck. Hold on a minute. The cosmic egg, the unicorn, the black egg. What am I thinking of? There's something. Is it this one? Dragon. It is. It's the sea serpent, the Ouroboros, and this is the sea serpent. This is the Scorpio, if that's not you, the sacral chakra. Healing emotional wounds, expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's, I'll read this and then I'll show you the card. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease, our relationships are meaningful and enduring. When we loosen the grip of self-judgment, we let cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true nature. The sea serpent is the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra. The subtle energy of the sea serpent occupies the area of the Sattva chakra, located deep within the pelvic bowl. The chakra is known as our center of creativity and desire and is associated with the water element, which is tied to Cancer and Scorpio. So just a heads up, you're a Scorpio, Cancer season, here we are, right? Sattva translates as in her own abode, indicating this chakra is the home of the Divine Mother or of Kundalini herself. And, you know, as I was talking about those animals, I left the house this morning. I had a quick appointment, and I came back, and my other half, I'm going to blame him, he's not here, but he left the gate open to the garden. And in that little bit of time, a bunny made her way in there, and she was making a nest for her babies. And I was like, sorry, you can't do that in here because you'll eat all my stuff. So I shooed her out, and she's fine. But she had dug a hole. She was ready to, you know, hate to be that person, but we've had bird butt babies, and I just can't let her eat my goods because there's not many out there. But she's welcome to dig any other place in the yard. Just not there. Just not there. But that Divine Mother element, that love, that nurturing, very Queen of Cups, Scorpio. Very Queen of Cups. The picture. Let me show you the sea serpent, and then we're going to carry on here with the Monday through Friday. But let me find that for you. Sorry, my nose. I know this is the Animal Spirit deck. What deck? Yeah, that's the right deck. Guys, I think I'm losing it today. I tell you what, the Mercury retrograde pre-shadow phase, it's working a little overtime this morning. I'm not going to lie. It's working a little overtime. There's the rabbit, speaking of. There she is. Bear with me. I know you guys are so patient. Thank you. Thank you. Is this it? Nope, that's the snake. But there's the snake. There's... Here. Scorpio, I might want to read that one too to you. There's a reason Spirit is slowing me down here today. There's a reason. I trust it. I always trust it. And you guys hang in there with these... reads with me on these black egg. It'll be the last damn card I touch. You watch. Dragon, Cobra. Spirit's like, you better hope it's not. Is this literally it? Can you believe that I don't see it? Scorpio, I am going to pause this because I don't want to keep you hanging here, but I'm going to go back. You see the snake though, right? Let me go back through this deck. I'm not going to hold, I'm going to pause this just for a moment and then I'll come right back on. I don't want to hold you up on this, so hang tight for a minute. Okay, Scorpio, I was beginning to think that I was losing my mind. There's the sea serpent card. I was like, holy shit, like, I know it's got to be here. But you see him. He's eating his tail, right? The sea serpent is eating his tail, the same as the snake, and was flower of life. And then you've got that, I'm going to call it divine peacock energy. You see the eyes in the center? Look how pretty that is. Swan, reflective projection again. Let's read that, and then we're going to go into the days of the week. I trust that Spirit's got a very specific message for us here, so that is something that we need to pay attention to. Okay, here it is. Snake. Guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. So we're going back to that level of creation, right? The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would your life look like if you woke it up? How could you stir it from its slumber? An advanced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. When in balance, prosperous, creative, and charismatic. When out of balance, it starts and stops many things. To bring into balance, Kundalini yoga meditation. Guys, some of you could be going through or getting ready to go through some level of Kundalini awakening, okay? There's definitely some uprise in the creative, in the sensuality. I'm going to tell you all of Cancer season. The womb, regardless of your gender, right? And I know men don't have wombs, but you get what I'm saying. You need to tap into that creativity, that potential, that mother protective feel, right? Like you gotta dig deep into that. And this week's fated events will continue to build upon that if you allow it. So what are you waiting for, Scorpio? What are you waiting for? Okay, let's get down to these cards. Gosh, we're 15 minutes in already. I'm like, let's keep this short because there's a lot going on today. All right, Spirit, let's get down to it. What are you waiting for? Spirit, today, Monday, June 22nd, for Scorpio Collective, what do they need to know? Honor and encounter. Scorpio, the people, I said all the things that you come across this week. People, conversations, places, it's not an accident. It is not. So I could say to you, the bunnies out in my little burrow there, or the burrow she was making, not a coincidence. The 2 little cute squirrels out there running around, a cat that I seen this morning, crossing paths with people, it's not an accident. It's going to be pivotal in some way for you. So really pay attention to the symbolism of all the things. To the symbolism of all the things. And don't let, some things may feel like they don't have a lot of life to them. There's more life than what you see. It's actually a birth. It's a birth of something. All right, so Monday, Spirit, for Scorpio. As I say that, loved one, lost loved one memories, elder, nightfalls, suspicion. There's that mirror again. You see she's holding the mirror in her hand. I know it's hard to see because it's such a tiny print. But again, here's the mirror. We're looking over things. We're reviewing things. We're thinking about things. We're re-examining. SS is important. And then adjust. Scorpio, Monday is this week's Friday. We'll call it. Okay? Monday is Friday this week, where we are going back and we are reviewing certain aspects, maybe from the weekend, maybe from some family interaction since it was just Father's Day, maybe something that, you were so busy over the weekend that you just didn't have the time to sit down and look at, and you're adapting to the circumstances and the situations. You're like, this makes me feel better. I do feel like Spirit is saying that there's something here that's being alleviated, likely today, where it's like Monday you had to wait all weekend to do those things, like go to the bank and shit like that, because nothing's open on the weekends, or whatever it might be, or at least government stuff. So it's like you have to wait till Monday to call the dentist, or whatever it might be. Monday seems like a welcomed reprieve in a weird way. You're looking for information. You're gonna get what you need today. If that timeline fits you, and if not, it will be coming if you haven't gotten it yet. So you are going to close out this phase. I'm pretty sure I just seen the Wheel of Fortune again, and it's going to do you some good. So tell me more about this, Spirit. Tell me more about this. SU, the name Sue would be important. I said to you, Cancer, Queen of Cups, first card out. This Cancerian energy is running rampant for you, plain and simple. Page of Pentacles. This is a lovely little gesture of, we are done with the way that things were done in Gemini season. We are done with the way that things were done in betrayal and in false testimony, false awareness, like these lies or whatever. There's something here that's definitely being looked at on an emotional level, being addressed. 5 of Pentacles. And it's like, what did we not have enough of? Double wording too. So word issues like not, do, like, I don't know, something like that. The Moon, Cancerian, Pisces energy, the Empress. There's that fertility and growth. There's something here you don't. This is Scorpio. Like, I'm going to say big picture again, right? Like, here it is. But 5 of Pentacles is this reevaluation period. It's short-lived. It's a minor arcana. Minors don't look at this hair. Oh my God. They don't stick around for long. It's a constantly shifting energy. So where you felt like you were lacking or you didn't have the answers, are we getting the answers today, Spirit? Are we getting the answers for Scorpio? Magician, you're manifesting those answers. You're going to have them one way or another. But again, reviewing, you're weighing your options around something. I do think that it turns out successful, but it's also about releasing the burdens of whatever these options have been. So now Monday brings some level of understanding, review, alleviating some situations where you're able to make adjustments around things that you're like, this is where I have to put time, energy, effort, right? My emotions, this This is what deserves, there you are, Scorpio, what deserves my time. Ace of Pentacles with the Death card and the Seven of Cups. You are, it's funny, it's almost like you're eliminating certain things, but then you're bringing other things in to replace it, but in a better way. I hope that makes sense the way I'm explaining that to you, okay? All right, Tuesday, Spirit, for Scorpio. What does this Tuesday, the 23rd, hold for Scorpio? Independent, free. I like that energy, though. That's good. Mystery. Scorpio, some of you this week are working on something very specific to yourself without having a real, true idea of what you're doing. And you're funny because it's like you're taking wisdom, words of wisdom. You're taking the things that you really don't know, and something about whatever has been subdued. Sub, S-U again, those letters, sunset, S-U, suspicious, S-U, subdued, S-U. I don't know what S-U stands for to you, but there's a specifics to this. This could be someone else's name that begins this way. It said Sue, right? Somebody by the name of Sue could have great significance this week. But whatever you have subdued for yourself, maybe just not feeling up to par, trademarking something as well, like whatever you haven't done that you should have done, Scorpio, you're revisiting certain things of the past, and you're going, I think I need to do this differently, and I need to do this independently, and I need to take the lead on something here that I knew better a long time ago, and I never did do it. So here we go. It's like, here I go again on my own. What was that? White Snake, King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Some of you could definitely be juggling finances this week. What about this independent? Seven of Wands falls. It flipped out in the upright, flipped over into the reverse, rolled off the table, and landed face down. Boundaries are something you're going to want to watch this week. And I say this in the sense that the way that came out with the Ten of Swords underneath, more Gemini energy, it's like Gemini to Cancer season. You may have left some guards of your own starting to shift and settle in. The Sun to the Six of Wands. I like it to the Page of Cups. Knight of Swords. Something or someone inspires you or gets you up off your ass, Leo energy here, to start making some moves. Or between now and Leo season, from Gemini season to Leo season, as we are in Cancer, you finally get fed up enough to go, I have to make some changes. Tuesday seems to kind of like reinstill hope, faith, divinity in something. So again, the fact that it's happening this week is not by chance. Nothing this week is by chance. These are divinely fated events. And it is the inspiration, someone actually looking at you like they give a shit and going, Scorpio, I hear you, I see you, I got you, let's go. And it's enough to make you feel hopeful. It's enough to make you just creativity, like it is a divinely inspired event, idea, person that you become ambitious again. You're becoming and leaning into some level of ambition. Scorpio, you might have some precarious sort of days this week. It might be a little like, gee, I'm tired, or gee, this is happening, or gee, that's a lot. But it's like, at the end of the day, you can go to bed and be like, maybe it wasn't my best day, but there's something happening. There's something happening. Can't quite understand it, can't quite explain it, can't quite put it into words. But something about this says it's happening and it's okay. It's like you're finding peace in it, even if it seems to be a little difficult, okay? So Wednesday, Spirit, for Scorpio, the 24th, right? Scorpio miracles. Timing around something that you need to come in starts coming in. Scorpio, this could be an up-leveling. This could be an increase in pay. This could be a spiritual miracle of some sort. But it's like, you're not boldly going, I told you so, right? But this goes, this is why you are you. This is why this may be tied, Scorpio, this week to your purpose. This is why you do what you do. This is the proof that I think you needed. Not that you ever needed the proof or the validation, Scorpio. But it's a reminder of why. Your purpose, your potential, your passions, your creativity. Something just makes you feel good. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Somebody could want to work with you around healing the heart space. Maybe you find a therapist or something that is really going, hey, we Ace of Cups. Fuck yes, Scorpio. I love this for you. Somebody says, we can, this is a new emotional beginning, right? We can do this together. We can bring peace to the situation. We can help you overcome these problems. This is peanuts. Hey, this is the game plan moving forward. Fret no more, Scorpio. We know medically maybe what you need to do. There's no need to isolate in this situation. Let's get the rest. Let's take 4 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Scorpio, like, let's take care. Let's do these things. Like, it's like everybody's on board with something. Everybody's game for something. Everybody is supporting of something here. And it's like, hell yes, Scorpio, you're about to do the deed. Like, it doesn't have to be sexual, right? You're about to make some things happen. Ace of Cups to the 10 of Cups, Scorpio. This is like, here we go. Like, there is something about this feels so good. This feels so right. This so makes sense now. And it's like, it does take you, and it's going to continue to lead you into a 10 of Cups. So again, even if this week has some challenges, as I'm going to tell you, I do feel like the Lovers, free will choice, 10 of Cups, 9 of Wands, 8 of Wands, you are news, information, good. This could be some money comes in. This could be good communication comes in. This is good support coming in. You may, even through all the good things, and I'm not saying you're ungrateful or anything like that, but even throughout these good things happening, Scorpio, you could be just like, damn it, I'm tired, right? Again, like, just something that, it's not super heavy, but it's enough to make you go, I don't know about all this, right? And in it, though, Scorpio, this could go back to some traumas or triggers that say, hey, been there, done that, and history has proven that it can be difficult to get past X, Y, and Z. And it's like, again, Scorpio, I keep hearing, fret no more. So fret no more. Something positive comes. I'm hearing spirals from this. So this is like every event is working from the other. It's destined to happen this way. Okay, and there you are at the bottom of the deck as I pick that up. Coffin and healthy choices, Scorpio. And you have somebody watching you, seeing you. You had someone, Scorpio, that could be front and center with you, but they're still in the shadows. Like, they're kind of hiding out. They're not showing their true self yet. So some Leo, like 6 of Wands, Sun energy, like they're being seen. They may not want to be seen, but they're being seen. Or they're looking at you kind of like they're watching you, but at afar, or not. Don't stand. They're saying, don't stand so close to me, Scorpio. You illuminate something. It's like you're kind of taking the reins. You're taking flight. You're taking front and center, whether you realize it or not. And this person could be. They're afraid of that. Like, I don't want to call it success. I don't think they're afraid of success, but they're afraid of having to step into that role, whatever that role might be for them. Like, it's tempting to run. It's tempting to maybe walk away from responsibility. It's tempting for them to make a different choice. It's tempting to take the easy way out. Maybe in Scorpio, maybe this is you. Maybe you're tempted to go, you know what, just I'll keep it the way it is, to hell with it. Like, I don't need to expand. Yeah, you do. What comes at the end of the year? Sagittarius season. Capricorn season. What is Sag? Expansion. 3 of Wands. This is a time for expansion. Those 6 months, right? This person just knows that it's been what it's been like to get, I told you, like, let down before or whatnot, however I just worded that. So it's easier just to kind of lay low. But this time, what about this time, Spirit? Grab the purple cards. Why is all my shit missing this morning? I told you they're watching you. There they are. They're laying low still. Somebody is being pushed out into the light. Purple is a very specific color. That's crown chakra energy, Scorpio. Somebody is being pushed into the light, and I think you could have talked about this for a while. There may be some specific words to Scorpio that you've used out of irregularity is what I'm hearing. Like, I could say, how often do we hear the word harmony or harmonious in a read? Last week, that word caught my attention because I'm like, I heard somebody else use it, and I'm like, you know, that's a word that doesn't really, I'm not that kind of person to use that word. I don't know how else to say that. So to hear it come out of my mouth so fluently, not just for you, but for other signs, I'm like, there's something about that word right now that's happening. There's some kind of harmonizing, right, that's happening. So Scorpio, a specific word could be something that's come out of your mouth or something you've seen a lot of. It's like seeing numbers, right? 222, 111, whatever it is. That word has a prevalence to it this week as well, and you need to pay attention to that. Okay, or you've already seen some repeating themes. I think more so you've already seen them. Now, this week, you need to give credence to it. Okay? Thursday the 25th, Spirit, for Scorpio. Thursday the 25th, what's going on for Scorpio? Honor. I just heard I never thought you'd do that to me. What is that about, Spirit? Scorpio, this almost feels, I don't want to call this betrayal. It's a quick shift. Let me see. What is this, Spirit? Someone is pouting? Loss of control in finances. There's something around a resource, money, somebody feeling shortened, lied to. What is this? It's like, why didn't you say so? What is that about? Pollution sideways. This is someone who, I was going to say, can't communicate effectively, and here we are. Snake, lie, poison. I talk about that snake. There it is. Pollution. Scorpio. Something with who and what, Spirit. Who and what? Purple. Who and what is this about? Switch decks. All right. Who and what is this about on Thursday for Scorpio? The Ten of Swords. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Two of Swords. You've got somebody who, something about sunglasses. They could wear sunglasses all the time or try to hide their eyes. Eyes that might lie, by the way. They might lie. It's like a mask. They're trying to mask something, hide something. Why is this coming out this week with fated events? What is this about? Knight of Pentacles sideways in the Strength card. You could be dealing with a Leo. Doesn't have to be. It's almost like somebody's getting a little selfish. Page of Wands. They're holding back some kind of news communication. What is that about? Three of Pentacles. They might be involved in, how do I explain, Scorpio, why? Okay. They might have their hands, like, I don't know, let's just say you have $1 and you need to split it up 3 ways. You might have, I don't know, let's just say you and your mom. You want to, I'm trying to find the best example here. So you need to split something up. And what you could be splitting up more effectively you could be taking part of that and putting it away for selfish reasons. I'm not saying it's you. It could be, I think it's somebody you're dealing with. But I don't think you know the truth to whatever this is. No. The Lovers and the Tower. Scorpio, Aries, Gemini. Queen of Pentacles. They're building or trying to build or save for something specific, but it seems counterproductive, King of Pentacles in the reverse, to the plan at hand. There's some type of, like, whether this is a poor investment, a shitty decision, this could be work, money, stability, time, energy, effort, right? Anything tied to the Pentacles. It's like they're making a choice to do something else that is like unexpected. Tell me about the Spirit. 2 of Swords sideways, 6 of Swords. Scorpio, whomever, whatever this is, you're 9 of Wandsing it. You're like, so this is what you operate under. This is how you're going to do this. Okay. I see. That's cool. You do you, boo. Because your memory is photographic. This. Memories, photography. Your memory is photographic. You will remember, Scorpio, how somebody made you feel 16 years ago on a random Friday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, where you were, what you were wearing, down to your underwear. Hell, maybe even the color of your eyeliner. You won't forget that. You will never forget the way a person made you feel. And when it feels to you like they are being extremely selfish and counterproductive to everything working together, it's like, what the hell is happening here? So what does happen there? And I want to tell you, I think Wednesday and Thursday's events of working together are not, they're not tied together. They're different situations. Okay, so just a heads up on that. Figuring themselves out. This person may have a pet that's very close to them. They may rely on other things to bring them comfort or joy. But they're trying to figure something out. What are they trying to figure out? This is an awakening. This is something that I don't know that this person was aware of, lived within them either. Or if they did, they didn't see how much of a negative impact that could ultimately have on something in the long run. So what they're dealing with at this point is potentially trying to hide that away from themselves or present it as something else. You could also be somewhere with someone and you meet somebody that they know, and you know that there's more to that story than meets the eye too. A little conspiracy like, right? And my apologies if I'm like freaking you out a little bit. Air sign again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know something, again, gut feeling, you know something about it that they don't know that you know, but you don't even know what you know. You know it doesn't feel right. There's something here, the distance. Confession. You're going to find out something Thursday, Friday, Saturday-ish. Where someone's like, hey, yeah, remember so-and-so the other day? Yeah. Now, let me tell you about them. Yeah. Now you know why you felt, as I say that, intuition as I flip the deck. Now you know why you felt the way you did. The truth is coming out. The truth will always reveal itself, and that fated and destined, because you're going to realize the grand plan to make something your own. I don't know what that means for you. 40:04 on the clock. The grand plan to make something your own. Scorpio, you'll see. You will see. You have people around you that are there, and then you've got people around you that are trying to keep it quiet. Not saying that you need to be out there broadcasting your life, because I don't think you should. Because the more people you invite into your world, the more problems you likely have, right? But there are some things that can't be hidden. And 40:40 on the clock. And someone's going to change a viewpoint on something, because if not, it's going to cause other problems. So there's something about that. So you do with that what you will. But all right, Friday, the 20, whatever day it is, 22nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Key people, core of the problem, and past collection. By Friday, Scorpio, all of these events, they're making a lot more sense. The who, the when, the where, the why, the how. It's like you're playing a game of Clue this week. It's a collection of information that you ultimately feel good about, because you're getting answers. You might go get your nails done. You might do something about your fingernails. If you're biting your fingernails, stop that. Go get that salve. Stop eating your skin. Yuck. But you've collected enough information to make the adjustments yourself. The keys to the future, Scorpio, are yours. What do you do with those? You are getting the information without a doubt. And you're realizing that your own perspective, your own projections of things have got to change. That it's not as bad as you thought. But there's also, it's like it's never, even if it is difficult, it's not as bad as you thought, but at the same time, it's like, you know, years ago I would have been extremely disappointed if that had happened. Now I'm just like, okay, here we are. Again, that level of acceptance I talked about in the live feed yesterday. Same thing, Scorpio, same thing. 8 of Cups, 4 Cups. Unbothered. Like, he's focused on his 3 cups. He's like, listen, this is what I have to work with. Yes, you could say that the you've got the hand of the universe sticking this out to him. 8 of Cups is like, no, you know what? It's almost like I'm hearing a dirty offer. Because, yeah, the moon, it's not clear to you. And it's not even in this case, whatever this is, Knight of Cups. This could be some apology. You could be waiting on an apology. If you're waiting on an appropriate apology, fucking forget it. Just keep moving. Like, don't wait for someone else's apology. Somebody else could come in, too, with some sort of offer or suggestion about something. And it's like, no, you know what? That doesn't work for me. It's like a car salesman. It's like, they're going to haggle with you. And they're like, I'll just wait. And then all of a sudden they come back and they're like, well, here's the deal. We can actually, they call you and go, we can give you this really good deal on this at this rate. Oh, now we want to talk, and now we want to play ball, right? Like, Scorpio, you're not settling for less than you deserve in something. You're not taking the first thing. You're not taking the low-lying fruit, if I could talk plain English today. You're okay with looking at both sides of the situation. You're okay with understanding where another person is coming from, but you're not going to get fucked over in the process. And you do have some level of acceptance here that says, I will it's like not cutting your own nose off to spite your face, but it's like, I will sacrifice that happiness or that instant gratification right now for the long-term reward of something else. And you're okay with addressing the problem first and then being happy with the end result, rather than being happy and then figuring out what didn't work out. Does that make sense? So this key on Friday, tell me more, Spirit. 3 of Cups. You are going to have the right to be happy. And 10 of Cups, you will be happy. I told you, you're not going to settle for less than you deserve. 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Like, you're figuring out in Judgment, you're figuring out what you want. Page of Pentacles, it's a messenger. Like, here's the opportunities that lie in front of you, Scorpio, if this is the route you choose to take. And I think that a world of possibilities by Friday opens up to you, and you're like, you know what? However this works out, like, I'm good. I'm solid. So let's go. Like, Let's go. 4444 on the clock. Let's go. So whatever this is, Scorps, it's a weird week. I'm not even going to pretend like it's not. It's going to require a whole lot of adjusting and a whole lot of preparation for all kinds of new things. And I'm going to say that bunny again, fertility, it doesn't have to be the birth of a child or anything like that, but it's the birth of anything new, right? Anything that's coming into your awareness and you're like, I'm ready to move forward with this with an open heart and joy. And maybe I don't know what this looks like, but there's no coincidences this week. This is fated. And you need to trust the fates. Intuition comes out. Trust the fates, whether you want to, and be patient with it. Because right now isn't the time, but you're going to get what you need right now, so right? It's like, I don't want to call it trial and error, but let's just say as an example, you got to work on your credit score. In order to get that car. Now you know what you need to do. And in the right time, the right thing will come along, right? So this is working towards that goal. And as you work with the universe, it works with you. But this is a week of fate. And Scorpio, the fates are working in your favor. And I love this for you. I am going to leave it there. I hope this was helpful. Have a fantastic week, Scorpio. More messages may come. I don't know. We'll see what Spirit gives us. Again, if you're a Cancer, happy birthday to you. The additional mid-month reads will be out. Bear with me as I navigate some things here. And I'm sending you all so much love. Personal reads are open and available. Info in the description box below. I'd love to hear from you. Take care. See you soon.